In the northern reaches of the forest, where the trees no longer whisper, but groan in memory of fire, something ancient stirs. Locals speak of a creature, half man, half beast, whose howl splits the ash-laden sky. They call him Timber. Timber, the werewolf of the dark woods, is more than legend. He is fear, carved into the bark of every blackened trunk. Footsteps left in cinder, eyes in the smoke. Long before the fire scorched this land, the forest had a name older than memory. Nokchilan, the breathing wood. Elders once said it pulsed with a rhythm, not unlike a heartbeat, until the beat was broken. According to the oral histories of the shadow tribes who lived at the forest edge, there was once a guardian, neither man nor beast, who protected the balance. They called him Timber, a name not of English root, but from the old tongue meaning, the bound spirit. Bound in fire and regret, Timber was said to wander only in the scorched places. The fire, they believed, did not awaken him, it freed him. Each generation, the forest demanded offerings, ashes from the old fire, to keep Timber sleeping. But in recent years, the offerings have ceased, the old ways forgotten, and the forest burned once more.
You know what's funny? Everyone thought the world was going to end in 2012. Fire in the sky, ocean swallowing cities, time grinding to a stop. But for me, it did end. The Mayan calendar turned, and I stayed turned with it. Full moon came that December, and I shifted like always. Bones cracked, skin tore, the whole beautiful nightmare. Except when the sun came up, I didn't change back. It wasn't gradual. No slow decay into madness. One moment I'm a man who turns into a beast once a month. Next, I'm a beast with memories of being a man. Clothes don't fit. Faces don't make sense. Try buying coffee when your hands are claws and your voice sounds like a death rattle. I haven't held a coffee cup in over a decade. People stopped looking for me after a year. Went off the grid, they said. Probably joined a cult. I didn't have the heart to tell them the cult was fur and fangs and an endless moon. You ever watch centuries pass through a pine tree? You'd be surprised how long they last. Not like people. I've loved more than once. Wolves mate for life. Men don't. But I've been both and neither. And neither is lonelier than both. At first, I thought it was a curse. Now, I think it's a glitch. Some cosmic joke, written in blood and stars. When the calendar reset, the rules changed. And me, I missed the memo. I've howled at every moon since. Not to call the pack, not to mourn, just to remember what it felt like. To be a man who only had to be a monster. Sometimes.
My name is Timber. They call me Tim. I'm a howling creature when light is dim. When the full moon rises, I dance with delight. My heart beats wildly in the silver light. The forest burns, the hunters roar. When the full moon rises, I dance with delight. My heart beats
Only 120 kilometers left. Not that far now.
Jackals cry where pharaohs sleep. Timber's heart beats dark and deep. Sandstorms rise, my shadow grows. Temple walls, my secret. No.
Man, it's freaking hot. I'm so close. I just have to go a little farther.
Through the sands Timber ran, not from anticipation, but to escape the heat from the desert sun. Timber arrived at the Temple B&B midday. Drenched in sweat and itching from fleas, Timber briskly approached the temple.
This must be the place.
Yes, that was made of hands by the large temple grounds, an ample sign. In the western regions of Wadi El Rayan, Upper Lake, nestled in between large sand dunes, the temple stood isolated from its surroundings. Timber noticed and admired the architecture of the temple and pondered on the fact that it had stood for some time. The interior of the temple shined and glistened in the sun's rays.
I finally made it here. Whoa, this place is freaking enormous. I know this is a B&B, but I wonder if they have room service as well. I really dig the ambience, and the music really adds to the presentation. All I want to do now is take a long bath and kick my paws up and relax.
Hello, and welcome to Temple B&B. I will be your host, Anubis.
Howdy, I'm Timber. People call me Tim. I'm looking for long-term lodging. Do you have any rooms available for me?
Why, of course, we offer our guests accommodations for both short and long-term stays. Will you be needing a porter for any baggage you might have?
Funny thing that, I have survived without any need for possessions or even clothing since I have been stuck in this form for decades now. So no baggage.
That is absolutely no issue. We service guests from all walks of life, some of which are considered quite bizarre to any unwanted solicitors. Here we offer our patrons a wide variety of services as well as accommodations that have been modernized since we first opened in the year 1420 BC.
Man, that's a hell of a long time to be operating. What's your secret to success for staying open for so long?
Well, it all comes down to client specialization. We only cater to individuals with certain criteria, certain needs like you yourself might have.
That's excellent news. I indeed have various desires in my stay. First, I take all of my meals entirely of raw meat. Next, I require a room with no view of the moon. I will also need a bath. Too much dirt from my travels and too many fleas from the canines along the way. No offense intended.
No apologies are necessary, but just so you're aware, good sir, I do not have fleas. We should be able to cater to all of your needs, and your payment arrangements have been made in advance. Now follow me. Since all that is settled, I will show you the grounds, the amenities, into your room. Thank you for choosing Temple B&B.
No baggage, no tip.
Temple B&B was built in 1420 BC, slightly remodeled in the 1940s. We don't believe in over-modernization.
You don't say. This place smells like a museum that lost the will to live.
That would be the myrrh incense. It wards off tourists. We don't like tourists.
You ever consider putting these oil lamps on tables instead of the floor? I nearly gave myself a hot foot.
Its ambiance and a mild agility test keeps the guests limber.
And what's with all the hieroglyphs? Half of them look like instructions, the other half look like warnings.
A bit of both. That one says, beware false hospitality.
Cheerful.
And that one says, breakfast ends at 9.
Now that's a threat.
Baggage? No baggage. No baggage. No baggage, no tip.
Here you may enjoy full body relaxation and ceremonial exfoliation, all powered by a salt brine solar heated piping system. That system keeps the water the perfect temperature during the cold nights, and traditional scream sauna.
Wait, scream sauna.
Therapeutic. Trust me, your lymph nodes will thank you.
I prefer my lymph nodes quiet and suspicious.
They won't be after the leech wrap. And this is our culinary sanctum, staffed by spirits, fueled by tradition, and occasionally spontaneous combustion.
Fresh catch and produce? And here I thought you only served mummified jerky.
We aim to surprise. The stove once belonged to Cleopatra's personal chef.
That would explain the eyeliner etched onto the knobs. By the way, is there anywhere to hunt nearby?
There are two places that one might acquire prey relatively close to here. There's an isolated small spring-fed desert oasis about 5 kilometers to the southwest. But the one I recommend is Wadi El Rayan. It is about 17 kilometers to the east, but features a combination of waterfalls, wetlands, dunes, and twin lakes that create a perfect environment for natural wildlife and plants.
What kind of prey we talking?
It is home to several species of fish, birds, and amphibians. We actually source most of our fish from the northern lake. Please do not hunt the endangered slenderhorn gazelle, Dorcas gazelle, finnick fox, or Ruppel's fox. There are migratory Egyptian deer, white deer, sand fox, and wolves, if you don't mind hunting your lessers.
It's not that I dislike them or anything. All lesser canines have a natural fear of me.
You can also find migrating quail, ducks, and a few different types of goats also wander through. The waterfalls spread throughout the oasis offer fresh water to cultivate a rich environment.
That is just awesome. I think I will check out the small oasis first since it's closer. But Wadi El Rayan sounds like the place to be. I will miss the smell and leaves and eye needles of the forest and woods, but this should suffice.
This is a great banquet hall. All guests dine here at the daytime and nighttime meal schedule. It is specially designed to cater to both the nocturnal and the diurnal, when the food is behaving, that is.
You're telling me I get to eat here? On a table like that and... Wait, is that sushi?
Yes, it's marinated in moonlight, and the seating is just enough for one guest if all of our rooms were full. At the moment, there's plenty of room to sit where you would like, but we must keep moving.
That's super cruel and unusual. I'm already salivating.
Ah, but that's natural. The hull has that effect. It's cursed for hunger enhancement.
You got dumbbells that have been around since dumbbells were first invented, and balance beams that look like death traps.
That is correct. We favor form over function. Builds character, also liability.
This place is one bad landing from a class action suit.
Our legal department is already undead. Saves time and money.
It's a good thing I'm already stacked, because this place would make me lose muscle. Wow, I haven't seen a field this rough since the Underworld Cup.
Ah, yes, that final match between Cerberus United and the Mummy City Rollers. I'm surprised you got to watch the event. It was legendary.
That goalie who turned to dust mid-save? Iconic.
He still haunts the left post. Great form. Though I am told he is a bit of a peeping Tom. This is the guest common room. Here you may lounge and relax with auditory and visual stimulation.
These electronics haven't been replaced since Tutankhamun had braces. Where's the flat screen TV? Or at least a modern stereo?
Retro is in. Be careful, the electronics are possessed.
Figures. The phonograph tried to bite me.
You must have reset it during its hibernation phase.
Tell me you at least have high-speed Wi-Fi.
The best I can offer is dial-up. We are completely isolated from civilization, except for a landline buried underneath decades of sand that we use for phone service, fax, and very limited online connection.
At least the seating looks comfortable.
Room's clean.
And now I will reveal 3 rooms that currently fall within your, let's say, generous budget.
Define generous.
You have enough for room, board, and occasional divine pity. Our first room is our most affordable and accessible option. Minimalist, but with this room you could afford breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And let's say 1 possession per week?
By ghosts or corporate?
Yes.
Honestly, that's better than most Airbnbs.
Here we have the first bathroom that I will show you. All the plumbing has been upgraded from the original lead pipes to a more, let's say, traditional copper piping. Most of our rooms come standard with a tub, sink, and toilet.
This plumbing predates the concept of pressure.
True, but no one gets scalded, poisoned, or cleansed.
So, it's basically a ritual rinse?
Yes, but it's very photogenic.
I'd like to look at some other available options. Please.
The next 2 rooms fall within the moderate range of your budget.
So only 3 rooms to choose from? I guess I couldn't hope for much more from what I had stashed away.
Now this is the best stat suite. Elegance, luxury, and the bed only whispers threats occasionally.
Do the whispers come with subtitles?
Only in Latin.
Let me guess, plumbing still ceremonial?
Correct. Every flush is a prayer to Sobek.
Do I need to tip him?
Just don't insult his mustache.
All right. I've seen enough. Show me what you got for the third room.
This one is our final room option and comes with nightly protection spells and a mini fridge.
What's in the fridge?
Mostly scarabs. They chill better than ice.
Better not eat my leftovers. I'm planning on bringing back stuff to gnaw on if I wake up in the middle of the day.
I'd worry more about the mummies stealing them for lunch.
Why would the mummy steal my frozen scarabs?
Oh, I guess you wouldn't know. Mummies can regenerate and sustain their hunger lust by consuming scabs. All in all, it's a win-win situation. The mummies are satiated and it keeps our scarab levels negligible here in the temple.
That's kind of disgusting. But I guess mummies gotta eat too.
And here, your final bathroom option. Spacious, regal, slightly cursed.
Overall, I like this option. Good sized room with a mini fridge, big tub, subtle death risk. Very me.
Should I get the ledger?
Only if it doesn't bite.
Clean rooms. Refill oil lamps. Restock scarabs. Clean rooms. Restock scarabs. Fill oil lamps.
Now, accompany me to the lobby where we can get you officially registered as a guest of the Temple B&B.
I hope I don't need any official identification. I haven't been able to update that since, 2012. I've got a birth certificate.
This is the courtyard that leads out to the back entrance to Temple B&B. Guests are free to come and go as they please without checking in through the front desk here.
So this is where I come out to hunt and roam the surrounding area?
Correct. Please mind not to hunt any of the endangered species in the area. Through here, you can access the main lobby and the facilities at the beginning of the tour.
You should have led with these verdant areas. It really puts my mind to rest and helps to ground me to be surrounded by a lush green environment. How do you keep it so healthy here in the desert?
That would be the mummies. They maintain most of the day-to-day operations of our B&B, as well as hunt and fish for supplies. Though some are better at certain tasks than others. Name.
Timber or Tim. No last name. Don't trust him.
Species.
Wolfman. Occasionally confused with werewolf. Offended every time.
Room 1. Perks. Nightly protection. Okay, signature here. Blood optional.
I'll just use a pen. My blood's not up for grabs.
Congratulations, you're now the proud occupant of room 112, the Eternal Repose.
Sounds cozy.
And potentially infinite.
My kind of vacation.
Thank you for choosing Temple B&B. May I inquire how it is you found out about our establishment?
From the werewolf that bit me. He said to me if I ever need to lay low, this was the place to go. About the only good thing he ever told me. Most of his ramblings were hippy-dippy coexistence crap.
We do not fraternize with the humans. Just don't eat the tourists. Their souls are already spoken for already.
No problem. Wait, who are they spoken for?
Why, the mummies, of course. Each tourist soul grants an extra century to their, albeit kind of low cognitive abilities. Some perk up more than others, but at least they don't chase after you trying to suck out your soul like the wild ones do.
You have wild mummies?
Why, yes. Do not approach a mummy without our signature attire. They are very dangerous and will try to swallow your soul. And they can eat scabs to regenerate if you do manage to injure them.
Scary. I will keep that in mind.
By the way, you are free to visit the bar as well, though it is cash only, so I apologize for not showing it on the tour. It is part of the VIP area of our B&B with some features that are off limits to our regular guests.
Oh, I see. What's one gotta do to get an upgrade to first class?
Let's say your current economic status would have to take a rather substantial increase in status to attain access to the royal suites, not to mention the penthouse, which is the pinnacle of luxury that we offer here at the Temple B&B. It features what only those that serve the temple are granted:
Oh yeah? What's that?
immortality, granted for a 24-hour period in the condition that you sleep here for at least 6 hours or stay in the room for 6 hours. And we haven't really timed it to a T yet, but right around 6 hours.
Immortality, huh? Gotta admit, this place has some powerful tricks up its sleeve. It has its limits, though, like you couldn't travel.
True, but some would give up their worldly possessions, wealth, fame, or power for the chance to have control over their fate with time.
Thanks for the tour. I'll be heading to my room to get some shut-eye before nightfall.
If you need anything at all, hail any of the mummies or come to the front desk here where you can usually find me, your host, and we will do our best to accommodate your needs.
All right, later, newbie.
Please refrain from using that terminology to describe me in the future, kind sir.
You're a hoot and a holler.
This is unacceptable, Anubis. We haven't had a single cryptid guest in months. It's as if we've been buried alive in our own past.
And the mummies are restless. They're dissatisfied with the contract, wanting more than what we've offered. They served us well, but even they deserve a better stake in our little corner of the afterlife.
More than what? They've already received compensation for all the old relics they could handle, yet they want more souls? It's outrageous.
And without guests, we'll have no souls to give. We need to develop a plan that addresses both issues: the dwindling customer base and the mummy's desperation for better compensation.
So what do you suggest? We can't very well hold a cryptid career fair and hope for a miracle. Our reputation has dwindled, and it's no secret among the local cryptid community that our business is slow to a crawl.
There's strength in what we already have: a unique history and an atmosphere that no other bed and breakfast can replicate. We need to revitalize our advertising efforts, utilize cryptid hotspots, engage with local paranormal societies, and let them know we're here and ready to host.
That sounds promising, but renewing our signage hasn't proved effective before. Why would it work now?
Because this time we tailor our message, not just to merely attract guests, but to entice them with mystery and adventure. We present ourselves as a premier destination for all things cryptid, an oasis for creatures of the night seeking refuge.
Okay, I can see how that might bring some interest, but we can't ignore the mummies' grievances. Their toil goes beyond mere work. They've been our loyal staff, but they are restless and feel undervalued.
Let's rethink the contracts. Instead of mere tips for souls, we can offer a work for souls policy. They can earn their keep by providing unique services to our guests, acting as guides, sharing their storied pasts. Each soul earned could be split equally.
But what if they don't attract enough guests? They still need to be compensated fairly for their labor.
We can implement performance-based bonuses on the number of guests we attract because of their contributions. This way, everyone wins. They work hard, and in turn, they feel valued while helping us revive our ghostly clientele.
It seems like a balanced approach. Encouraging the mummies to be more engaged while renewing our presence in the cryptid world could indeed revive our fortunes.
Then it's settled. We'll draft new contracts with the mummies and create a fresh advertising strategy. It's time we remind the paranormal community that Temple B&B is still the best hiding spot in Wadi El Rayan.
Let's get to work then. It's high time we resurrect both the business and the spirits of our staff.
Our services are beyond compare to provide comfort, joy, and care. We'll lead you with a caring hand. In this sanctuary, your soul will land. Welcome to Temple B&B, where all your dreams come true. All of our services you will see in a place where peace surrounds you. Anubis stands with a watchful eye, guarding the temple as the time goes by. Through day and night, his vigil keeps, protecting the sanctuary where each soul sleeps. We have been around for centuries to cater to your every need. Our team is dedicated, warm and true, ensuring your stay becomes dream In the heart of tranquility, you'll find peace, a haven where calm will never cease.